Bishop Jason Clark, aka Andre Clark. I was just sitting here thinking for a moment. What is what did you guys go to if you were an organ and or keyboard player or just a musician in general? What is your go-to instrument that you prefer to go to? I know that some of us we might I call it a jack of all trades that we might as my godfather used to call it jack of all trades, meaning that basically, he used to be like, bro, if you gonna be on a piano, be on the piano. If you gonna be on the organ, be on the organ. If you gonna be on the drums, be on that instrument, and basically learn how to play that first before you start even attempting to think that you're gonna, roll up on another type of instrument. And so my godfather would say, man, I don't want you to be a jack of all trades. I used to say jack of all trades. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, conquer the first instrument first, and then go to the next. Learn how to play the first instrument and master it. Um, and I used to say, well, I never, in the first place, God Dad, I never in the first place wanted to learn how to play the piano in the first place. You were trying to get me to do that. And I was trying to say, nah, 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 nah. And you're the one that's trying to get me to play the piano. And I'm not trying to tell you, nah, 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 that's not it. So somehow, I don't know how we reverted to this, but somehow we got onto the thing about doing the horns. And and I was like, that ain't what I really was desiring to do. I wanted to learn how to play. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make this purchase. I'm wondering if should I do it today. I think. But I was like, I really didn't even have the horns in my view at all. And he was like, well, you need to involve yourself with something. And so then he said, well, what is it that you like to try to do? And I was like, well, for what I can afford, well, I'm still a young kid, so I ain't got no job and I can't afford to buy instruments. And so he was like, well, my mom and him and my dad or whatever, they can kind of put together an idea of funds and we can get you the horn. So then I said, well, I mean, if that to be the case, I'd rather just learn how to play drums. And then, of course, my situation, living situation, I really had no space for the drums per se, and two, people will be so angry and upset that I'm making all this noise in the place where we were staying at the time, and so it wasn't like we would had our place of living where we can be separated from next door neighbors and stuff. So, um, so he reverted to giving me the horns. I took up schooling, classes for that. I enjoyed it to a certain point, but it wasn't my calling. I did it, just to do it. I was a very fast learner. Didn't take me very long to learn how to play the horns, the trumpet, by the way. The trombone was a bit overkill for me, man. I didn't have enough air for that. And so I said maybe I could do the trumpet thing. I didn't really care for the saxophone. I liked it; it looked pretty, but I just couldn't grasp to the saxophone because they say if you can't play the clarinet, then you can't play the sax. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is too much. So I couldn't quite grasp to that. So now people might say the clarinet is easier to play the trumpet, but I don't know. My wife is here now, but I'm not gonna cut this video unless otherwise she wanna talk about something. And then I'll come back and do another video. She just had to pull up. No, actually, she has a meeting that they're doing at my church all this week. But I'm not gonna be able to attend because my replacement is doing that. But I am trying to get this keyboard thing down. Sometimes I be feeling it, sometimes I don't feel it. Every chord I play is in the book, just about. Huh?